Redline logbook here for Wistoria chapter 43, and I was right. Having characters have their stomach blown out back to back was not in Julius's favor. He has been confirmed dead in the story. Will and his friends try to get to him, but that's when the Ice faction shows up and forces all of them away, saying this is their matter to deal with, and if he's not part of their faction, they can just go away. They then put up a barrier of ice and basically take Julius's body away. They then start all asking if Gothica has any involvement in this, which wouldn't make any sense unless Julius recognized something, and because he got too close, he ended up getting killed. That's when everyone else in the group then agrees that they should keep a low profile and go back to their factions. The only two who don't go back is Will and Liana, because Will has further investigating to do. So Will finds an ice shard, which is a common thing that an ice mage leaves behind whenever they use their magic, which means he had to have cast at least one spell before he died. As for the mage that killed him, he was a darkness user, and the only reason why Will knows that is because he has insanely good hearing, and he was able to hear the Ice faction investigating Julius's body determine that it was a darkness spell that killed him. The thing is, Julius was extremely skilled and very cautious of anyone, which means it had been someone he knew and trusted that was able to get into close range and kill him like that without him being able to protect himself. Liana then asks Will if he has suspicions on who it might be, and Will says yes, but first I want to make sure. And then Will gets this feeling that he's being watched. He looks around, but there's no one there, and Kiki doesn't sense anything, so he just assumes it's his imagination. It's not. It's a random dude in one of those trench coats that the bad guys were wearing. So Will then starts to question Julius's friends, and they obviously blame Will for this. They keep reminding him that the only reason Julius is dead is because he went to go see them at the tavern all by himself. But what happened before then was the two of them came back from training with Sarissa. They were exhausted. Julius made fun of them and then said he'd take them out drinking as a way to cheer them up. And then Julius left to go to the meeting, which means Julius did in fact die on his way to the tavern. He then asked them one last question about a specific mage. They confirm his suspicions, and Will thanks them and leaves. And that's when they wait where Julius died, and who shows up is Emma, carrying a bouquet of flowers. They then confront her, she's surprised, and they basically explain to her little by little that she is in fact the killer. First off, Julius noticed something, that she was carrying flowers earlier, which Emma should not be doing because she's allergic to flowers actually. And of course, Julius knew this because the two of them were friends growing up, and so he decided to confront her before going to the tavern about why she was carrying around flowers. Now, Emma then goes on the defensive, saying, well, what do you mean? You're making it sound like that I'm the killer. No. But then they point out the clincher, which is that Julius, right before he died, activated a guardian, a simple little bird. And a guardian can only do what its master orders it to do, a very simple task. And this simple task was to fly around the one who killed him. And obviously, Will noticed there was an ice bird flying over the head of Emma. Realizing that her cover had been blown, that's when Emma fires off a darkness attack. Both Will and Liana dodge the attack, and Liana goes in for a counterstrike, and they both point out that Emma's magic is wind, which means she must be either an imposter or currently being controlled. And that is when we have a reveal of who I'm going to call Ball for now, because that's what I'm assuming her name is, the evil mage that was a part of Gothica. She basically removes her body from Emma's body, and the two are still technically linked by these chains made of darkness. So basically, what Ball does is she infuses her body into another individual with these chains of darkness. She then smiles at both Will and Liana and says, you two would make great puppets. So there's a high possibility that yes, she can hide inside the bodies of one of her puppets, but she could probably control more than one at a time, which means she could probably control all three at the exact same time and just choose to switch between which one she's hiding in. That is a devastatingly powerful ability if that's actually how it works. Alright, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up so you enjoy more Wistoria and other things. Thank you and have a great day.